Many of these mountain communities had little to no time to react. People banded together, in some places creating organizations that answered the need of that area. In Lansing, in Ashe County specifically, Lansing's Bridge to Recovery has worked tirelessly, connecting people back to their humanity, one bridge, one road, one relationship at a time.
I was volunteering at the distribution center, and they were doing their recon and their spreadsheets and stuff out of this little like unlit back room in behind the sort of like, it was like an old auto garage that turned into a distribution center.
Ashe County resident Anna Wheeler recalls vividly the day waters rose and swelled in the middle of Lansing's Main Street. Since that time, Lansing's Bridge to Recovery has been working day after day, building private infrastructure that washed away.
Week to week, almost week to week, we've got one or two smaller projects, whether it be like a small bridge rebuild or a driveway that needs grading and gravel.
The work is gargantuan, with hundreds of bridges and roads still needing repairs. It's a tedious process, examining ongoing projects and others that are yet to break ground. Wheeler says the work is as changeable as the conditions, with heavy rains over the past year damaging current and future projects.
And also, like, we have had trouble sourcing concrete lately because there's such high demand for concrete due to all the reconstruction work that it's just hard to come by. So we've had some setbacks.
Wheeler says they've run primarily on donations and philanthropic activities since the inception right after Helene. She admits many of the Helene-specific grants are gone, and there's really no money to replace these types of private roads and bridges.
It's pretty rigorous criteria, and if you don't meet it perfectly, then you don't get reimbursed.
Many projects are complex, and with a shortage of civil engineers and other environmental experts to aid in building structures, a safe workaround was needed. Determined to move the needle in Ashe County, one of LBTR's founders and only engineers, Emily Davis, called on her connections at UNC Charlotte, creating a genius collaboration.
The class is about teaching the students quickly about using some modern tools to design these temporary crossing bridges.
Currently, the students are working on their first iteration of a bridge built to withstand a 25-year flood and hold as much as a fire truck.
We designed the bridge, and we asked the contractor to provide the foundation so that the local, we're also giving back to the local community.
Actually seeing the sites just gives you like, oh, yeah, that is a deep hole that needs to be fixed. This is an actual problem. You can't just drive your car over some of these sites.
Teams from UNC Charlotte come up regularly and expand their knowledge consistently, including using different structures to build bridges while cement stays in high demand. They realize they're in this for the long haul, and it could take years to get through their list of projects just in Ashe County alone.
We hope that we can hold out long enough to get more funding to, grow into a long-term recovery organization that is around for a long time, because we're also interested in, future disaster preparedness.
So including repairing private bridges, culverts, and driveways, Lansing's Bridge to Recovery is building programs around stream bank stabilizations and environmental restoration to prepare for future events that could happen. And in fact, if you need a repair of a bridge or a roadway, they do have an application on their website. You can find a link to that in this story on WCNC.com for any applications that you might have in Ashe County. But now they're looking at expanding their program, hopefully to other counties. But there are some issues to get through with that. We'll have their update through next couple of months as we check in with them. Ken, we'll be here throughout the week in Western North Carolina, giving these stories to you from across Western North Carolina, the survivors that have been through this last year and the progress that's been made, and obviously the work that we've been pointing out that still needs to be done. You can watch throughout the week right here on WCNC Charlotte and over on WCNC.